Greetings, fellow brothers and sisters, fellow overtakers. Hope you all are doing well. In this session, episode two, I'm gonna it's episode two, so really can't say I'm gonna change it up, but I'm gonna do something really special. It's kind of like you could say kind of an anniversary of how I got my journey to improving my health started, but. I'll be telling my story, but the most important part to think about is not just only having or writing a goal, but putting some reason what you want the goal to achieve, what life it will bring you, and that will help increase your chances of achieving the goal than rather, you know, treating it as say a New Year's resolution and then making an attempt to go as far as you can before you fall off the wagon. So most important thing is having a purpose towards why you are trying to achieve this goal. So let us see if we are live on the other platforms. So let's see. All right, we are good on the Scorpio Orion page, and with that page, I'm using it to create video content. So feel free to like and subscribe on that. And let's see if I'm on my YouTube channel. All right, it looks like we are live there, so it's working. So just head if you're ever on YouTube, help by liking and subscribing if you wish to. So if you are joining me live, please type hashtag live in the comments. If you are watching this right after, hashtag replay. That will help boost the engagement and hopefully help share my stories to other people and help them towards achieving their goals. So all right, let's see what else. And if you are on watching this through Facebook, head over to streamyard.com/facebook, and that will help me see who's chatting and put a picture to a name. So I value your comments and engagement, and hopefully I can help you, or my story will help you on your personal journey as well. So we'll begin the story after this short intro. Welcome. This goal that I wanted to achieve towards my health pretty much happened almost near the end of 2014. It's comes about where my second son Tristan was born in the winter of 2013 December, and with that it came with its own situations that you know that my son will have to inherit for his rest of his life, and that came at a thought process of me feeling responsible for not looking after my health. And even to that, that thought process was not enough to help me make serious changes towards my health. It only came near the end of 2014, around, I believe, October, November, that I was no longer comfortable under my skin. I reached a point which was about 216, 219 pounds, that I was no longer comfortable under my skin at all. I wasn't sleeping well. I was having pain in my feet due to plantar fasciitis, and yeah, it was just feels like I was just bursting through the seams of breaking down, and having that wake up moment that I think it's really time to have a general checkup and see what's going on under the hood. So, and I usually really do not go in for general checkup. So this is pretty much like the first time going in for my first 33 years of existence. So I was kind of nervous, and but it was more of a getting blood work done, and ECG, and also urine samples to see what's really going on. And it was I guess it was a Monday that I went in at Life Labs here in the US, that I got all that work done. And that same week, my doctor uh, called me in to come in on a Saturday, and usually Saturdays they're usually not open un- unless it's a special appointment, and that really got me a little bit worried. So, but went in obviously trying to think of the worst case scenario, that my blood works were really bad, and that pretty much was expected, that 8 categories on my blood work was above normal levels. So no surprise there, because obviously that was a situation that I did to myself. So, but I think the shocker, or the one of the turning points, was the eye-opening moment for me was there was something wrong with my ECG readings, that my heartbeats was extremely low, right? That because for concerns that he had me booked for a stress test at a cardiologist in Vancouver General Hospital, or that building that used to be a tennis court back in the days next to VGH. So I did that, and another one was trying to improve my overall well-being and health. And he assigned me to the Healthy Heart program at St. Paul's in downtown Vancouver. So that was pretty much the start of my journey, and it was kind of eye-opening experience, that it got to the point where you know it was. It was a moment of reflection, that there might be, if I don't change this around, there might be a situation where I do not reach my kids growing up. I do not reach my kids graduation, or various uh, moments in their life that they wish to achieve and grow, and possibly start a family of their own. And that was kind of like the reasons why I wanted to make this change for myself, and so that I can be part of those moments. And yeah, it was a part that like I said, I had to set an example for my two boys, that this doesn't repeat itself like it has uh, with me, with my dad, with their grandfather. That you know unfortunately, Tristan wasn't able to meet any of their grandfathers. my dad and my wife's dad, and because they both passed away in the same year, back to back months, and that was the same year when me and my wife Josephine became parents. The happiest moments of our lives is also the same moment of heartache that you know we became parents for 4 months, 4 to 5 months until my dad passed away in June of 2010. At least he was able to feel the presence of my son because he already lost his vision and mobility, but he was able to uh, hold on to my eldest son Trevor. But yeah, I mean, it was a really tough moment, and to have something come again the next month of July with my wife's dad passing away back in Philippines. So it was a hard year. I mean, but it's those sessions that help me remind myself why I need to do this. That I don't want this process to happen uh, for my kids, for them to for their my grandkids. So yeah, I mean, it helped me drive me to keep to my appointment heading into the cardiologist office. I think she already knew what was the cause of my low heartbeat session, and she shared with me that I was one of. We can look this up live. So yeah, I was probably 1% of a general population that's born with dextrocardia. So what is dextrocardia? It's basically all of us are born with our hearts on the left side. I was born with my heart on the right side, or basically a flipped mirror image of my heart on the right side. So you can technically say my heart's in the right place. So, but yeah, only that part. And there are stories of others with their internal organs reverse also, but for me, it's my heart. So it doesn't limit the way I will be able to live my life, but most importantly, it helps me be aware that if worst case scenarios happens, that everything has to be done in a reverse order than what a lot of technicians and people who are putting electrodes on you or defibrillator, that they have to be aware that placements have to be done in reverse order. So yeah, that's basically what happened for my ECG, because it was all in the wrong order. That obviously the readings of my heart was very low, and to cause concern for my doctor. So yeah, she let me know that from this point on, that there's nothing going to be uh, limited in your overall health. But she did have the chance to poke my stomach and tell me, but that my friend needs to be changed. So that was kind of like a moment where, yes, I really need to do this, not only for myself for sure, so that I could have the energy to be part uh, of the action of the play than watching at the sidelines, right? So be engaged and be part of my children's lives, which I still live uh, for that purpose today, than rather than always. cheering them on the sidelines from behind the boards and behind the fence and whatnot. So from the crowd. So yeah, I made that change. I attended all the sessions, which was probably once every 6 months at the Healthy Heart program in St. Paul's. Uh, it did make it helped me be aware of what I've been eating, what to limit on, and it helped me shed at least 10 pounds or so from my next visit. But obviously, being around, I guess, 206 pounds, or just scraping under 200 pounds was quite not fast but slow process. So I've been putting up a journal of my story, not the one that I'm doing today, but I'll have to look for where I placed that journal, which I think it's on Google Blogger. But yeah, I mean, I just put that journal just to keep a track of my progress, and at the same time, not knowing that it was also reaching people as well and helping people out. But yeah, to that extent, sharing my story on Facebook, and being out of public gatherings for more than a decade or so, because I just focused on being with my wife, my girlfriend, my wife at the time, and then focus on that, starting our family together, and that was my primary focus. Heading to work, coming home, looking after family, repeat that process Monday to Friday, and that was our life. And we were happy, we were content, and even now today, I'm happy, content. So it's fortunate that though there's times that I want to reach out to friends and family during this pandemic. It wasn't a huge frustrating moment for that I had to really be out. So, but yeah, I mean, opened a lot of opportunities for me. So yeah, with back to the story once again. I've been sharing my story every day regarding my journey and trying to improve my health. We had a lot of uh, friends, family reaching out, for supporting me, and it came to a point where one of my friends, a person that I respect so much and that I played bowling with for 13 or so years, was my bowling captain, Ron. And he reached out to me, sharing me a story that a program that he used to help his father that was going through the same situation that my dad has went through, and sharing a program from Beachbody, which was called the 21 Day Fix by Autumn Calabrese. And that basically happened, like, I believe, in November. And that's why, as mentioned, it's quite funny that having this session falls on or uh, uh, near that moment where it kind of made all the difference. And um, it was that program where not only changing the way you or the types of food that you eat, but also changing the portion size of how much you eat of food types. Right? It came with various color and size containers that I give a lot of props to people who are able to track their calories and whatnot for various foods and ingredients. But unfortunately, I'm not that person. So the rule of thumb there was if it fits in the container, right, then you can have it. So and when my wife put that food program together, I was scared, that I'm gonna starve. And yes, it was really rough on the first few days. I was almost on day, I believe it was day 4 or uh, into the program, that I was close to just giving up, because my body was not used to that kind of strenuous exercises. So there was an exercise each day for 21 days, Monday to Sunday, and then you repeat the process of those exercises Mondays to Fridays for 3 weeks, which are the next 21 days. So that, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm 1 week in, 2 weeks to go. I'll just make my adjustments and let's see where this goes. And like, to my surprise, I've lost, I believe, 13 pounds on 3 weeks. So that was huge for me. And I continued that process for uh, 3 consecutive 21-day sessions, especially one being in December, which we all know December is Christmas party month, right? And I think I had 3 Christmas parties that December 2014. So I was able to still, I believe, lose 5 to 9 pounds, even with having a smorgasbord board of food from my company picnic party and family. Oh, sorry, Christmas party and family gatherings. So I was excited, and that I had something that's working for me. So yeah, that is what I was able to lose, get down to my lowest with that program was 170 pounds. And when I got to the either the 1 year of being at St. Paul's, or the third, I believe maybe the third appointment, which was um, let's see, 18 months later, that my doctor of that program decided that you know they no longer uh, believe that I will not, I will benefit from the plan anymore, or more likely that I have changed my life or created habits that as long as I stick to them, will that I'm on my way towards being healthy. And it was a wonderful experience and achievement, a win. I would like to say that I was making good strides. And so yeah, that open that was my graduation, that I was on track. And then from that moment, things started opening up with my activities. And I started walking, running with my wife, where I could not keep up with her. It's pretty funny. If anyone ever knew where I started with running, uh, they would uh, they won't believe me at all, right? So I'm not saying I'm the fastest uh, out of my groups or whatnot. Probably mid range, or but I mean, it depends on the people there. That's why I challenge myself to be the last place with another group, miles to marathon, that is a lot faster. So, but yeah, I mean, if it wasn't those reasons behind my whys, um, the life I have now is definitely wouldn't have been achieved, or wouldn't uh, be part of the plan. And obviously, like I said, we make goals towards a certain aspect that we want to achieve. But there needs to be more there than just achieving the goal. It's more of what would this goal bring you, right? There's more to just losing as my goal with my health to hit 150 pounds. Obviously, my BMI recommendations says I need to be 140 ish, but I think I'm happy to to be at 150. So I'm pretty far from that goal. I came close twice to achieving that goal. One was back in 2018 when I first started the keto train, which will be another discussion on another Wednesday. This will probably be probably that'll probably be my third and final video installment to this 3-part series. So next Wednesday will probably be more of how I got started in running, and I'll be sharing uh, stories of that, which I kind of, like I said, I ended off this session on you know just being able to run 100 feet here in my backyard, or here in the Skytrain Trail, uh, near 22nd Station. That Yeah, I was not only 10 less than 10 ones, is probably more of like 1 minute and a really long break, and my wife had to stop quite a few times just to check up on me. But it's funny that now it's kind of like the reverse order, and I believe she completed her first five or 5K, I believe. Yeah, way back in 2018. But yeah, it's quite funny that the roles have kind of reversed. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of these things I didn't ask for. They were just bonus and positive effects towards that goal that I wanted to be there. I wanted to be healthy and lose 150 hit 150 pounds, but and most importantly, the reason why is I wanted to be there for my wife, my two kids, in all aspects of their lives. Where even now, with them starting taekwondo classes every Tuesday to Thursday, that I can be there and watch them, or at their sessions when they're reaching their various belt levels. So yeah, I mean, it's an environment that we created here at home, that we want to be healthy and fit. Too bad we don't have enough floor space of floor space to have all of us in one session, so we kind of rotate. But yeah, I mean, are we only writing goals and treating them like New Year's resolutions, where this is one I want to achieve this year, and I'll try my from various stories I hear of people, wanting to do stuff in their years. There's usually no real plan set in place on and segments in their plan on creating those small wins, and that's probably why I created, I wanted to do the 68-day challenge, that it's creating that win, you know a positive and attainable win, and a win that is not just hitting your goal and then saying that, okay, now it's time to cheat. Right? It's more of creating a habit in which creating those results over and over again. So hopefully that has helped you guys in seeing what's possible when you put reasons behind your goals, rather than you know heading out and see how long you can last before you fall off the wagon. So without further ado, join me for my next session next Wednesday. I'll be sharing how I got started into running. So even though that was, I've been working out from home, uh, I didn't get started really without being challenged by my brother on my very first ever sun run race. And then at the same time, sharing my story through my blog every day, with people on my friends list on Facebook, that, you know, friends that, high school friends that haven't seen for since high school, reached out and wanted to share their journey on their health, and that got me out the door. And uh, she knows who they are, and I thank them so much for those experience. So yeah, that happened in, I believe, 2015. Yeah, 2015, my very first race. And yeah, we'll go over that next Wednesday, possibly same time, 7 p.m. PST. And I think my last session, uh, next week, so will be regarding how I got started with keto, and that pretty much helped me get as close to my goal as possible, where I was almost probably 2 pounds away from 150. And then my last session was basically last year at probably 156 pounds, before I got injured, and still feeling minor effects to this day. So that just happened last summer, where I had an injury on the track on my soleus muscle in my right calf, and it was just, I guess, compensation both on both sides, that was having a lot of pain in my calves, both sides of my calves. So yeah, I mean, I am slowly getting back there, when some flare-ups and unfortunate fall in August. That Yeah, I just have to, like I said, trust the process, and I know I'll be getting back to running once again, like where I am now with my health. So just remind yourself why you're doing this, and not just I have to do this and achieve this goal. It's just because this is the reason why. So hopefully that helped you. I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday. You guys can follow my blog here. Um, and I do posts from Sunday to Thursday. So tomorrow being my last post, because usually Friday, Saturdays is me time with my family. And next week I will be celebrating my 42nd birthday. I have booked a vacation that week. And with that, like I said, prioritizing my health, uh, I also booked an acupuncture session that would require me to heal for 72 hours. So I really would want to put that, prioritize that, improving my lower back, and that I'll be able to improve on my training sessions from here on out. So remind yourself why you're doing this, your reasons why, and you'll be surprised, even if it's not part of your plan, how a lot of things will line up. Putting yourself out there, you can call it law of attraction. Most important, putting yourself out there, taking the actions towards that goal, putting the actions towards executing those actions, those plans towards that goal. That you will find people who will resonate with that mission that you created for yourself, and will do share what valuable information that may help you on your journey. So without further ado, thank you so much. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful week, and a wonderful weekend if I don't see you again. And yeah, I'll catch you next Wednesday again for episode 3, or part 2 of this 3-part session, and that will be sharing on how I got started in running. So they all link up in these 2014 to now, and the third part 3 will be on how I started my nutrition plan on keto, and it's quite a funny reason why, and a very painful, uh, unrelated uh, jump start into keto. So stay tuned. Once again, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. PST, and I'll catch you all there. All right, take care, and God bless.